and Chucky wanna play.
Okay, so I first want to start out by mapping where I want the scars to be, and to do that I'm using this product called Rigid Collodion. Now what that does is it tightens and pulls the skin wherever you apply it, creating these little indents. It just helps make things look a little bit more realistic, but you can skip this step if you don't have the product. If you do and you're going to use it, just make sure you're not putting it too close to the eyes. The Rigid Collodion dries pretty shiny, but don't worry about that. Just go ahead and apply your foundation like you normally would. This is going to help take away from the shininess and kind of help everything blend into the skin a little bit better. Now apply some primer to your lids to just prevent any creasing, and let's get started with that bloody, bruised eye. I'm going to start by laying down this creamy purple shadow pencil by BH Cosmetics onto my lids, and I'm using an eyeshadow brush to just blend that out. Keep adding more purple and just build up that intensity. What I also did was I used a black closer to the eyes just to add more depth. Remember, this isn't supposed to look pretty, so if it starts to look really ugly to you, that means you're doing it right. You all know how much I love my BH Cosmetics palettes around Halloween. There's just so many colors to choose from. You can create just about any look, and they're really inexpensive. This is actually their day and night palette, and I'm just going to start by taking a fluffy brush and picking up some of the red from the palette and blending that around the eye. All you have to do is just keep layering on red, purple, and black just to give it a really good bruised and bloody effect. I wanted the brows to match the hair, so I'm using a red eyeshadow from the BH Cosmetics palette to just fill them in. You can even use a red lip liner. Okay, back to the scars. I'm going to start tracing them with a black eyeshadow just to give the illusion of more depth and to make the blood look a little bit more old and dry. I know, this is gross. Then I'm using the red lip liner over that, and this is actually in the shade Retro. It's also from BH in case you were wondering. I'm using an angled brush just to gently pull the colors to the sides. This is just going to make the scars look less clean and more dirty and gross, but in a good way. Next, I'm adding stage blood over the scars, just really letting it drip down and do its own thing. I even added some of the stage blood around the eye just to make the wound look a little bit more fresh and wet. Just be careful not to put the blood in your eye, because I don't think that would be a good idea. And now for the stitches. All I'm doing is just cutting up a black piece of thread. This was actually from a clothing tag from a Zara dress, just goes to show you can really improvise. And all I'm doing is I'm just sticking them on with lash glue. Now for the other eye, you can go really glam and dramatic, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit pretty and innocent on that side, so all I'm doing is just adding a wash of white shadow over the lid. And then I'm going in with a taupe shadow and a brown just to add some definition to the crease. And of course, finish it off with a false lash to add that pretty effect. I really love the freckles that Chucky had in the first few films, and just to replicate that, I'm taking a light brown cream shadow and a tiny brush just to dot some on, mainly focusing on that innocent, sweeter side.